Stas23 here. In today's knife therapy, I have my top 10 most carried knives of September. These right here didn't make the list, but they were carried quite often. These three are my dedicated fifth pocket knives. We have the ProTech Runt 5, excellent little auto, 20 CV American made right there. A little bit cheaper option, the Civivi Baby Banter. This is an excellent little knife. Little big knife, you get a full 4-finger grip on there. Nitro V steel, got that forward choil. Pretty cool little knife, deep carry pocket clip. And then also we have the Berg blade slim mini. Very, very cool. Got this whenever they had first dropped a long time ago, and I hadn't carried it in a while, so this month I decided to start putting it back in the pocket, and it made its way in that fifth pocket a few times. Also, I carried this little Peña EDC fixed blade just to try to see how I like it. And I'll tell you what, it's difficult getting in and out of that sheath. I'm hoping the more and more I take it in and out, the easier it'll get. Or maybe I'll just find another sheath for it. But cool little fixed blade. It's a little hard to hold on to because it's really thin. But I've only used it twice, just to cut some string one time and break down a cardboard box. And also the Jack Wolf knives, Benny's clip. This one has been either in the pocket with this little thing clipped to it. This is a 2-year sheath that I had for one of their slip joints, or it's been in a pack, and it's been in one of my pouches more often than being clipped to the pocket. But I just wanted to put it in there because it definitely is with me quite often, at least of the month of September. All right, now let's get started. First up, we have the PMP Smilodon. If you didn't see this in the unboxing the other day, I just got this one, but I've been trying to carry it just to see how it carries and how I like it, just to do a review on it. And so far, I'm enjoying it. It's ridiculously smooth, and it's fairly comfortable. I haven't put any, harder cutting with it yet, but we'll see. I have noticed that this pocket clip being on top of that that texture, yeah, it's gonna be a pocket shredder. I can tell you that now. But so far, cool knife. I've been enjoying it, and yeah. So let's see. Number 2, we have the Kaiser October, the newer one with the titanium and 20 CV. That milling pattern is just beautiful. This thing is comfortable. It slices well. It's stupid smooth. Look at that. Ridiculously smooth. Super fidgety because you have multiple opening methods. You can use that hole right there or that flipper tab, and it just works so well. I think it looks nice also, and it's a fun one to carry. It's nice and lightweight, well balanced, easy to get to that lock bar. A lot of the stuffs, a lot of the things I look for in a good knife, this one checks a lot of those boxes. That is the Kaiser October. Number 3, we have the QSP Penguin, and this is a QSP KIZER collaboration with the marbled fat carbon, the blue Arctic Storm or whatever, fat carbon, and the S35 VN blade with the titanium frame lock, titanium hardware, titanium pocket clip. This one came with me on my trip to Vegas that I just got back from. And yeah, this one's a joy to carry because it's so light. When I say light, it just doesn't even feel like I have anything in my pockets. It's nice and snappy action. It looks very nice. And I carried it along with another one on this list. So we'll come out and bring number, what is it, 4 now? And that is this beauty that I got from my subscriber. This one has, I think it's a marbled blue carbon fiber, and I don't know if you can see the difference over the camera, but I'm pretty sure this one's just a marble. It could be fat carbon, I'm not sure. Only reason I don't think it is because the blue on this one is like electric blue looking. There you go. But they're both super lightweight. This one's a Magna Cut S35, and I just think they paired up nicely. I would carry either these two together or the Jack Wolf as well, and they all pair up very nice because they all have that same color carbon fiber, yo. Number 5, we have the Vero Engineering Impulse Mini. Another one I picked up this month. I think it's a very attractive knife. Definitely fidgety. I love pretty much all the Vero knives that I have. They're nice and smooth. That one I just tightened it up, so it's a little bit on the stiffer side right now, but it'll get super smooth once it breaks back in. Yeah, I love it. I love the little window M390 blade. This one also came with me on my trip to Vegas, and it got carried quite often. That is the Vero Engineering Impulse Mini. Number 6, we have the Peña knives Mula. This is the collaboration with that company. I can't remember. I think Son of Liberty or something like that. Gun company. Yeah, I've been enjoying this one a lot more than I expected. I'm not the biggest Tanto fan, but this one has a nice deep hollow grind on it, so it slices really nicely. M390. It's got that lava fat carbon red. It looks nice. The action on this thing is way better than my original, and if you like front flippers, this one is a front flipper. These were still available last time I looked, but I don't know if they still are or not now. But cool knife. It's pricey, of course, but it's still a really nice knife. That is the Peña Knives Mula Tanto collaboration knife with that company. Number 7, we have the Benchmade Bailout. Now, this was originally the aluminum scaled one and the CPM M4 steel. What I did was I took those aluminum scales off and put these rock scale designs, titanium scales, and titanium hardware on this one. I just did it because I wanted to get rid of that glass breaker they had on the back of it, and he offered a titanium backspacer. I love this knife, even with the aluminum scales. I loved it as well. I started carrying this one the other day because I sharpened it up. And I'm going to say right now that you can tell when a company does a good quality heat treat on a knife by the way it sharpens. Because this knife sharpens so easily, like not to where it felt like it was soft or anything. But whenever I was able, once I started deburring it, it deburred nice and cleanly. And when I say this thing got wicked sharp, it is remarkably sharp. I love this knife. You got nice thin M4 steel, so this thing slices well, even though it's not super thin behind the edge. That thin blade stock allows it to pass through materials very, very nicely. Nice and smooth. The aluminum scales were nice and smooth and very comfortable because they're contoured. These are flat. But yeah, I love the thin nature of this knife. Excellent, excellent knife. Number 8, we have the Spyderco Kapara. This is no ordinary Kapara. This is one that I chopped down to make a mini Kapara. I really, really wish Spyderco would release a mini Kapara like this. I love this little guy. It kind of makes me sad because I did this whenever I had my shop at my old house, and I'm still trying to get somebody to build me one here at my new house. So I could start doing this some more, because this type of stuff really brings me joy and kind of gets me out of my head when I'm struggling with my PTSD. So hopefully I can get back to this soon, and until then I'll just carry some of these just to bring back those fond memories of working in the shop. There's a Spyderco Kapara chop. Number 9, I went back and forth with these two knives, the HEA Designs Chief and the Benchmade Minigrip. And I would have to say that I probably carried the Minigrip a little bit more, but this one got a decent bit of pocket time as well. God, it's such a smooth knife. And I just love those nice and smooth contoured titanium scales. Yummy. But another one that started getting some more pocket time here recently because I put a fresh edge on it, and once again, God, this thing came up so sharp. This is one of the S30V ones. Took a ridiculous edge. I mean, ridiculous. It's catching skin just when I barely touch it. It's got a wickedly sharp edge on it. Nice and smooth. I need to get me some micarta scales for this knife. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is the feeling of the grivery. it hurts my hands. So yeah, if anybody knows where you can get some quality micarta scales for these, let me know. That is the Benchmade Minigrip. Oh, yep, cool little knife though. Last but certainly not least, we have the Maxace Black Mirror. I love this knife. Hadn't started the testing on it yet, so I'm not going to definitively say it's excellent or not. But so far, I'm loving everything about the visual appearance, the action on the knife, the flickability, all the fun stuff, access to that lock bar. But yeah, if it tests well, then yeah, this knife is going to be an absolute home run. That is the Maxace Black Mirror and M390. It's just so nice. So that's the knives that saw the most pocket time here in September. I'd love to hear down below what are some of the knives that made it in your pocket most often. And if you have anything new too that maybe I haven't heard of, that'd be even better. Probably my wife probably won't like it because that just means I'll have to be buying another knife. But yeah, this is the ones that made it in my pocket most often. And if you see any of these that I haven't reviewed yet that you would like to see a review on first, please let me know that as well down in the comments, and I will do my best to try to knock it out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.